Now, it appears Austria's foreign minister will become Europe's youngest leader. The votes are still being counted in Austria, but Sebastian Kurz is celebrating what he calls a historic victory. Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen tells us what happened and the potential impact.
At 31, fresh-faced Sebastian Kurz, fresh from Sunday's national elections, now stands poised after a meteoric rise in Austrian politics to form the coalition government that will make him that country's chancellor and Europe's youngest head of state.
At first, they just smiled at us and said this cannot have success. This won't be. This can't be. But today we showed them wrong.
Vaulting the right-of-center People's Party from third to first, Kurz vowed to build on his record over the last 4 years as Austria's youngest foreign minister, in which capacity he responded to the European migration crisis of 2015 by working to limit asylum applications and securing the shutdown of the so-called Balkans route to northern Europe that migrants had used.
Since the so-called refugee crisis in 2015, thematically, the entire political spectrum, including the Social Democrats, has moved to the right.
Unlike other young leaders swept into office recently, such as Justin Trudeau in Canada and France's Emmanuel Macron, Kurz voices a hard line on radical Islam, even calling recently for the closure of Islamic preschools in his home country on the grounds that they nourish the development of, quote, parallel societies. Austria is almost entirely surrounded by NATO member states, but is not one itself. So, depending on which of Kurz's coalition partners controls the defense ministry, U.S. officials will be watching closely for signs that Austria remains open to military cooperation for the transit of U.S. soldiers or other needs.
We also want to, of course, always increase our trade and investment relationship with Austria, with the European Union, gain American jobs, increase American exports.
Among the first to congratulate Kurz was Angela Merkel, the German chancellor, who has been one of Europe's most influential figures for more than a decade. Merkel hardly sees eye to eye with Kurz on migration policy or other issues, but pronounced herself not so dramatically concerned by his election. Brett?
James, thank you.